So students, today we are going to discuss about the phase velocity of a matter wave. So we are now describing matter wave by this function psi xt is equal to a e raised to power iota kx minus omega t, and the term with iota, this is kx minus omega t, this is called the phase of the wave at any point x, at any point t, at any time t. So moving further, we are defining the wavefront. So the surface of constant phase is called wavefront. So this is the phase. So we will keep this equal to a constant value, kx minus omega t is equal to c. From here we can calculate the value fx, which comes out to be c plus omega t by k. So here is the equation, x is equal to c plus omega t by k. And this is the equation of a plane which is parallel to yz plane, because x coordinate is fixed only. So the wavefront of the matter wave, which is described by psi xt is equal to a e raised to power iota kx minus omega t. This is the wavefronts of this wave are planes. So these are the planes. Here c plus omega t naught by k at time t naught, and after some time t plus delta t is substituted instead of t naught when a time difference is there from t naught to t naught plus delta t. So these wavefronts are shown in this figure by these lines. So now we are calculating the velocity of wavefront. This is this would be the phase velocity. So we have x naught is equal to we are taking here x naught. Okay, x is equal to x naught at t is equal to t naught. So x naught is equal to c plus omega t naught by k. So this is the equation. And then after, when the wavefront AB moves after time delta t, it would move to a position CD, and x naught plus delta x would give you c plus omega t naught plus delta t. Here time is increasing and x is also increasing. So this is the equation. And to calculate the velocity, we need to see the change in the x. So we are going to subtract this from this equation. So x naught plus delta x minus x is equal to this whole term minus this term. So which will give us omega delta t by k. So now you very well know that velocity is equal to delta x by delta t. So if we need to evaluate delta x by delta t, we would have omega by k. So this is the velocity of wavefront, which is also called the phase velocity. So now we are calculating the deriving the relation between the phase velocity and the velocity of particle. So we have Vp is equal to omega by k. So energy of the wave, it is related with frequency by E is equal to h cut omega. So from here omega is h E by h cut. And also when we will substitute this value, this omega value over here, we will get E by h cut k. So this is the phase velocity. So here I have replaced h cut omega by p. So Vp is equal to E by p. Also, if I need to calculate the energy, so energy in the form of kinetic energy, so I would have half mv square. M is the mass of the particle and v is the velocity of the particle. So half mv square, and p could be described as m into v. So when I will substitute these both values over here, I will get half mv square divided by mv, which will give me Vp is equal to v by 2. So what it means is the phase velocity, when it is described by a matter wave by that function, this is equal to half of the particle velocity. So if we are going to represent a particle by that matter wave, the velocities must be equal. So if these are not equal, so it means the matter wave is not able to keep pace with the particle. So if they are moving with the different velocities, how we can represent the